Ruth, hit mute.
Good evening. I'd like to call to order the public meeting for the Upper Gwynedd Township Commissioners for December 21st, 2020. So with that, if we could all stand for the pledge. Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda, item number 3 is a roll call. Deanna?
Liz McNaney, President.
Here.
Denise Hall, Vice President.
Here.
Martha Similaro, Commissioner.
Here.
Catherine Carter, Commissioner.
Here.
Ruth Amster, Commissioner.
You have to unmute for that, Ruth.
Here.
Sandra Zidell, Township Manager.
Here.
Megan Weaver, Assistant Township Manager.
Here.
Lauren Gallagher, Township Solicitor.
Here.
Isaac Kessler, Township Engineer.
Here.
David Duffy, Chief of Police.
Here.
David Burrell, Finance Director.
Here.
And Evan Reeker, Zoning Officer.
Here.
That's everyone.
Thank you. We're all in class today. Thank you. I feel like a roll call in class. Okay, with that, item number 4, I'll turn it over to Lauren.
Thank you, President McNaney. The board did meet in executive session on December 7th to discuss matters of litigation, personnel, and collective bargaining.
Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda, public comments and concerns. Do we have anyone joining us tonight?
There is no public comment.
Thank you, Erica. Moving right along. Next item on the agenda, item number 6. Again, everything on our agenda this evening, pretty much, is highlighted in blue. And if you click on that, you can see that there are more information regarding each item under each one of those topics. So moving right along, item number 6, it's a motion to approve the public meeting minutes of December 9th, 2020. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Commissioner McNaney?
Yes.
It's November 9th?
November 9th.
Oh, November. What did I say? December?
You said December.
Okay. I'm sorry. So I'll say that again. A motion to approve the public meeting minutes for November 9th, 2020. So we have a motion by Commissioner Dansker,
So moved.
second by
I'll second.
by Commissioner Carter. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? The ayes so have it. Next on the agenda is a motion to approve the public meeting minutes of November 23rd, 2020. Do we have a motion to approve? I think I saw Commissioner Carter first. With the motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second from Mr. Carter. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes so have it. Next on the agenda, number 8, motion to approve the special budget meeting minutes of October 29th, 2020. Is there a motion? Did I say a special budget meeting? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
A second.
We have a second. Is there any additional public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes so have it. Next on the agenda is a motion to approve the 2021 meeting and holiday calendar. We've all had a chance to look at all this and make any changes with it. I'm getting a lot of feedback. I'm sorry, somebody, Ruth, you're on mute. Yeah, I'm not sure who it is. All right, that's better. Thank you. So it's the motion to approve the 2021, gosh, I can't wait for that, meeting and holiday calendar. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll-
We have a second by Commissioner Similaro. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes so have it.
To unmute. Aye.
Aye. Oh, there you
I had
go.
to unmute. I was muted.
Okay. Did you get that, Dan? Yes. Okay. Next on the agenda is a motion to approve the Delaware Valley Health Trust Agreement for 2 years. Again, there was a memo with all that information in there for us to read and find more info about. So with that, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any additional public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes so have it.
We didn't see Commissioner
Aye.
Carter or, okay, great, thanks.
Okay. Next on the agenda, boy, I'm flying through this. I better slow down. No, I'm just kidding. Next is a motion to approve ordinance 2020-08, the tax rate for 2021. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second.
We have a second. Is there any public comment regarding this?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comments? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes so have it. Great. Next one, big one on the agenda is a motion to approve ordinance 2020-09, the budget appropriation for 2021. Again, we've all had a chance to look through all of this, a lot of discussion. So with that, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second.
A second.
Ms.
You got lots of seconds.
Yeah, lots of seconds. Is there any public comment on that?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Sandra?
Sorry, President McNaney, just one comment from me. Just this appropriation represents no changes from the last time that we discussed this in the last meeting when I made my presentation. These appropriations are the same. The budget was properly advertised and posted on our website, and there are no changes in these appropriations from last month when discussed.
Last month, okay. And you didn't receive any comments about it either?
I didn't, no.
Okay, that's great. Good job, Dave. And everyone else. How to wake you up there, Dave?
Can I just say something? I
Yes.
just want to say that the board, I want to thank that Dave Brill and all the people that helped put together the department chairs and everybody put together the budget. And and I just want to tell all the community that I'm very proud to, with my colleagues, to be a part of it. And there is no tax increase, so you will be paying the same amount of tax that you paid last year. So I want to thank everybody for all their work and time and effort on the staff.
Yes,
And I should say, President McNaney, I received no comments from residents regarding the budget.
that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, gee.
Whoop.
You all right, Bruce?
Yeah, I got so excited.
Everyone gets excited about no tax increase.
That's right. You got it.
All right. So with that, we need to take a vote on that one. So all in favor? I think aye.
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 The ayes so have it. The next two items on the agenda, we'll turn it over to our guest this evening, Pat, who will explain items number 12, or 13 and 14 for us. Is he with us?
Yes.
I'm here.
Hi, Pat.
Oh, hi. Are you ready for me?
Yeah,
Yep.
we are. You can go for it.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so good evening. My name is Pat Scott. If you remember, I was in front of the board on November 23rd to present ordinance 2020-10, which authorized the incurrence of debt in the amount of tax exempt debt in the amount of $8,180,000. We plan on closing on that debt by December 30th. After the ordinance was approved on November 23rd, it's a protocol to go to the Department of Community and Economic Development in Harrisburg to get approval of the debt. We got some feedback from council to DCED that they didn't like the language in the ordinance regarding certain covenants, which I can explain in a second. And rather than go back and forth with DCED over the proper language, we decided that the best and kind of most efficient course would simply be to propose an amendment to the ordinance that complies with their requirements. And we advertised that. So the first motion is to ratify the advertisement of the ordinance, which we accomplished last week.
Thank you for that explanation. With those items and the wording of that from DCED and how they requested. So thank you for handling that for us. Did the board have any further questions before we approve these? No? All right, thanks, Pat.
You're welcome.
So with that, do we have a motion to ratify the advertisement to amend ordinance 2020-10?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do we have a motion to ratify the advertisement? Do we have a second?
Second.
Second.
We have a second. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Okay, and again, no further board comment, so all in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
The ayes so have it. Moving on to item number 14. Again, this goes along with what Pat just said. It's a motion to approve the amendment for ordinance 2020-10, the WIP financing to comply with state requirements. So with that, we all have that information plus what Pat just added. So with that, do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes so have it. Thank you, Pat, again, for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. Happy holidays.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is a motion to approve the following appointments. I'm sorry, right before the meeting started, I was getting some direction and I didn't get it all. So Lauren, if you could just go through that again. We're just going to be approving everyone up until the zoning hearing board.
That's correct. The zoning hearing board is, members are required to be appointed by resolution. So those two
Okay.
will just be pulled out. And then I think there's going to be a motion on the remainder of the list. And then that'll just be a separate motion to approve their resolution.
Okay, so I am making I'm asking for a motion to approve the following appointments, except for at this time, Jack Ferguson and Rebecca Moody, who are on the zoning hearing board. So we have 4 vacancies to fill, including a vacancy on the vacancy board. That one gets me every time. So with that, do we have a motion to approve the following, except for the last 2 on the zoning hearing board?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. The only other comment I have is that we're looking to fill these as soon as we can. We have a process in place to fill these positions. So that'll be starting. Sandra, will that be more toward the beginning of the new year that we'll be working on that? Okay. All right, great.
Yes, we will get those ads together and posted. Residents can look for the information on our website when we put out the advertisements.
All right, great. Thank you. So with that, all in favor? Aye.
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 Martha,
Aye.
we didn't, aye, there we go. Opposed? The ayes still have it. All right.
And then there would be a separate motion to approve the resolution authorizing the appointments of Jack Ferguson to a 3-year term in the zoning hearing board and Rebecca Moody as an alternate member of the zoning hearing board for a 3-year term.
As an alternate. So do we do that now, Lauren?
Yep. And so you can just put that in a form of a motion.
All right. So is there a motion for a resolution a motion, say that again, I'm sorry.
A motion to approve a resolution
A motion to
appointing-
approve the resolution
appointing Jack Ferguson
appointing Jack Ferguson to
to the zoning hearing board for a
Zoning
3-year
hearing
term
zoning hearing board for a 3-year term, and
And Re-
Rebecca Moody, the alternate to the zoning hearing board for a 3-year term.
Yep.
So that's the motion. So do we have a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any public comment on that one?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes still have it. Thank you, Lauren, for that correction. I appreciate it. Next on the agenda, I'd like to turn it over to Commissioner Hall.
Thank you, Commissioner McNaney. We have 4 requests from Merck tonight for after-hours work. The first is to operate an excavator during a second shift of 4 p.m. to midnight, Monday through Saturday, from January through March of 2021. What they will be doing is performing excavations and installation for new and existing utility connections to Building 45. And then the other 3 are all related to permission to have after-hour crane work on backup Sundays to the Saturdays that have already been approved. The first of the 3 is to operate a crane on Sundays in January through March of 2021. The second one of the 3 are backup Sundays to consecutive Saturdays in January. And the third of the 3 is for consecutive Sundays in January, February, and March of 2021. All of these will be starting around 8 a.m. They don't anticipate any noise issues. And what the work they will be doing will be various crane lifts to place the materials and equipment on the roofs of the buildings. So that being said, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Merck & Company waiver request from Chapter 113-1 and 124-5 for after-hours work with heavy equipment on West Point Building 45 for Utility Connections Project, 4 p.m. to 12 a.m., Monday through Saturday, January through March of 2021.
There's that 2021 again. That's beautiful.
I love saying that.
So we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes still have it.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the Merck & Company waiver request from Chapter 113-1 and 124-5 for after-hours crane work on West Point Building 45, Sundays in January through March of 2021.
So we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes so have it.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the Merck and Company waiver request from chapter 113-1 and 124-5 for after-hours crane work on West Point Building 69D renovation project, Sundays in January of 2021.
So we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes so have it.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the Merck and Company waiver request from chapter 113-1 and 124-5 for after-hours crane work on West Point Building 81 renovation project, Sundays in January through March of 2021.
So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? The ayes so have it.
My next item is an approval for a stormwater management operations and maintenance agreement. So we have two residents who live at 512 Montgomery Avenue, and they demolished an old home and are in the process of building a new home. When you do that, you need to submit a construction permit as well as a grading plan. When they did that, our engineer examined the grading plan and saw that there were some specific stormwater facilities required, some specific implementation of these to comply with our code. And so this agreement basically confirms that these residents will construct and maintain these stormwater facilities, and that we, the township, will always be able to have access to these facilities to make sure that they are being maintained. How was that, Isaac? Did I miss anything?
No, that was spot on, Commissioner Hall. I appreciate that description.
Okay.
The stormwater BMPs recommended by the DEP that these O&M agreements be on file, and they're not set up necessarily to give the township, complete access to the property. But if in the event that the basin or the BMP is not functioning properly, then the township has the ability to go in and make sure that it's working. So that's really the intent of these agreements, and they're typical to have filed for any kind of development.
Great. Thank you, Isaac. So with that being said, I'd like to make a motion to approve the stormwater best management practices, operations, and maintenance agreement for 512 Montgomery Avenue.
So we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second.
We have a second. Do we have any public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes still have it. Thank you, Commissioner Hull and Isaac, for that information. All right, moving right along, I'd like to turn it over to Commissioner Carter.
To
Frozen. I'm sorry, Catherine, we can't hear that. I'm sorry, Catherine, we can't hear you. And
Oh, maybe you could take
Maybe-
over
maybe-
for her.
yeah, I was just going to give her a minute, but all right. So I should just.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 motion to ratify the dated December 21st, 20.
You were kind of going in and out, Catherine. So I'm going to just repeat what you said. It's a motion to ratify and approve the emergency declarations dated December 14th and December 21st, 2020. So Catherine is making a motion to approve. Is that correct, Catherine? Yes.
Second.
So we have a motion to approve. We have a second by Commissioner Damsker. Lauren, can we do it that way even though we couldn't hear Commissioner Carter?
So Commissioner Carter did make the original motion and you repeated it for her, and it looks like
Okay.
she was agreeing that that was the motion, so I'm okay with that, but we will have to hear her affirmative aye vote on the motion itself.
Okay. So we have a motion, we have a second. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, I heard
Me,
that.
Lauren,
I did.
Thank you.
I don't care where I'm at my house. It doesn't matter. Downstairs, I'm upstairs.
And it's
We can
just
hear you
that.
clear as day now. That's the worst part. Now we can hear you.
I have a second motion to approve a conditional offer of employment for badge 64 to the Upper Gwynedd Township Police Department.
So we have a motion to approve a conditional offer. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Thank you. Any additional board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The
Aye.
ayes still have
I
it.
don't know if we heard Commissioner Carter on that one.
Okay,
Aye.
There she is.
there we go.
Y'all just doing it on purpose now.
No, no. Thank you, Commissioner Carter.
Verizon.
Oh, but it's just your township one, right? When your other one, you can hear it.
Yes, all day long. All day long at school. Nobody has a problem hearing me.
Oh, well, it's all good. It's all good. Moving right along to Commissioner Damsker, who does not have anything for us this evening.
Yeah, but I just want to mention one thing and give some kudos to our Public Works Department for doing such a great job with the cleaning of the roads. I thought that it was done very efficiently. And what's interesting is that, we have these mutual aid agreements with the police, the fire, so that our neighboring municipalities can support each other during a time if one needs. Well, they just found out that they actually have the Public Works Association, found in 2008. The legislature did pass a piece of legislation, Act 93, that enabled public works departments to do intrastate mutual aid system, which they did use this time, particularly during this COVID and the pandemic, where if some of their employees are test positive, that it's really important for them to be able to get equipment and share equipment and what have you. So I just wanted to give kudos to the Public Works Department, because I think that they did a superb job. And this is my first snow removal on this board, and I just wanted to give them all kudos because they did a great job.
They sure did, and it was definitely a team effort, I think, which was good to have in place for this one. I think it was our first snow in 1,000 days or something. So, yeah. And then it's supposed to be 60 degrees later in the week. So, who knows?
Can't win.
Since 2018, we haven't had any snow.
Since
Not
2018.
enough to remove.
Right.
I have to comment also, it was my first snow as the township manager in Upper Gwynedd. So I think I brought you a nice little period of less snow when you hired me. But also, I have to say, I had more residents call wanting to speak to me directly about the compliments that they wanted to give for the plowing than I did have residents that wanted to complain. And, you know, usually the ones that are really upset want to talk to the township manager, but I had a couple residents that really wanted to talk to the township manager and make sure I knew what a great job was done this year. So that is really special. It was especially special in this hard year where everyone's nerves are shot. And people could be extra annoyed with things like snowy roads. So I appreciated it. And I know that our public works, park and rec crew, and some of the wastewater crew that helped plow the roads really appreciated it as well. They did a great job.
And for the most part, too, I think residents were aware of our rules with shoveling their sidewalks within 24 hours. I know we don't have kids waiting for buses like we had all the time, but it looked like sidewalks were cleared pretty well and everything. So maybe after 2 years, people were just excited to get out and shovel. I don't know.
Get
I
out of the
wasn't.
house.
Yeah, I wasn't. All right, thank you, Commissioner Damsker. No Commissioner Similaro show this evening, but Martha, did you want to add anything?
Yes, I do, of course.
Okay.
Not used to not having anything on the schedule. I'm like amazed over
Roll
here.
call vote, yeah.
Some of you, yeah, we have to do a roll call vote, Deanna. I just want to wish everybody in the township and throughout the township a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a safe and Happy New Year. As we said before, we can't wait till we get out of 2020 and into 2021 for a great year, a future great year. And I also just want to say, I want to compliment Sandra, the township manager, everybody, Deanna, Megan, Lauren, everybody associated with the township, my fellow commissioners. Since this is my first year on the board, it's been a wonderful experience. And I'm very grateful that to be associated with such a great group of people. And that also goes for all the departments. I don't want to slight anybody, but of course I have to mention the wastewater treatment plant. The liaison, and I will say they went through a lot of trials and tribulations this year, and they did a fantastic job. There was not one slip, nothing went askew, and every one of them, from Rebecca all the way to every single person who works at the wastewater treatment plant, did a fantastic job this whole year, and I can't praise them enough for the job they did. And I've learned so much. I'm very grateful. So everybody have a great holiday season. And next year is going to be a great year. So I'll turn it back to
I'm crossing my fingers. Thank you, Martha. You kind of took some of the things I wanted to say too, but let's finish everything first. We have a few things under other business to approve. So moving right along, item number 23. It's a motion to approve the December 2020 open invoices, which we will need a roll call vote for. We all had a chance to read through these. So I'll ask for any questions in a second, but do we have a motion to approve the open invoices for December?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comment on any of the invoices? Hearing none, Deanna?
President McNaney,
Aye.
Vice President Hall,
Aye.
Commissioner Carter,
Aye.
Commissioner Similaro,
Aye.
Commissioner Damsker.
Aye.
The ayes so have it. Thank you, Deanna. The next one is a motion to approve the December 2020 paid invoices. Again, this will be a roll call vote. So do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any public comment?
No public comment.
Any additional board comment? Hearing none, Deanna?
President McNaney,
Aye.
Vice President Hall,
Aye.
Commissioner Carter,
Aye.
Commissioner Similaro,
Aye.
Commissioner Damsker?
Aye.
Yeah, I still have it. Thank you, Deanna. Before we adjourn for the evening, just a few things. As you may have heard on the 13th of December, there was a unfortunate fatal fire in our township over off near Pembroke Middle School. We will be recognizing and making a presentation to everyone involved for their bravery for going to that fire and doing going above and beyond. That presentation will be on January 17th, 2021. So I hope you can join us for that presentation. There'll be several people that we will be honoring that evening. Also, with just piggybacking off of some things that Martha said, it's been a year since we've been working together, and what a year it's been. But I too am very appreciative of everybody, of the friendship that we've made and the way we've all been able to communicate and work together, work with all the employees. It's been quite the memorable year, but I am looking forward to 2021. So before I close with a quick statement, any other board member want to say anything? Go ahead, Commissioner Hall.
I just wanted to remind everybody to look in their mailboxes. We know that those mailboxes are a little delayed these days, but the newsletter is out for winter and spring, and it's a good one. There's lots of great information. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much, Deanna. Thank you so much, Megan, and everybody else who contributed to it. It's a great read. Check it out. And I also just wanted to do a shout out to our fire department. This past weekend, they had two really amazing events. They had the Santa ride throughout the township, where 40 different volunteers from the fire department all played Santa and drove around and got the kids all excited. And then they had a really neat on Sunday sensory Santa event for kids who need a little more quiet of a setting when they see Santa. And they were able to, I happened to be in the neighborhood and stopped by, and they were able to do it also in a very safe way. It was just Santa and the one family at a time for big periods of time, in a very quiet, open space. Everyone had masks on. And that's also a great service they provide. And I just wanted to say that we are very lucky to have a fire department that keeps us all safe, but also that works hard to come up with programming to engage the community. They work hard to have family fun type activities. And I think these are just two great examples of that. And we really appreciate that. And we just wanted to say thank you to them and shout out to them.
If my turn to correct you, since you corrected me with my date, which I appreciate, you said that it got the kids all excited. I think it got the parents all excited too. I thought the parents were just as frantically as the kids. So yeah, I think it was, hearing the sirens for a good reason over the weekend was definitely a plus for the township, and it is appreciated for years, I know, by my family. So we definitely appreciate them for that. Before I close, Chief Duffy, did you have anything to add tonight?
Yes, thank you very much. I echo the board's comments regarding Public Works. Willard and his crews did an excellent job. The police department's treating them to pizza lunch tomorrow because we appreciate that the police cars always get plowed out first. I would also like to thank our residents because we didn't have to issue a single parking ticket during the storm. It's actually, parking tickets are our least favorite thing to do, and we didn't have to issue any of them, and no cars towed. Most residents were compliant with the snow emergency. And then I also want to thank the residents for another successful Toys for Tots drive. We had to move those bins and move the toys into a back room because our lobby was overflowing more than a few times. And it was interesting seeing some of the outfits that kids in particular wore to drop off the toys. I don't know if that was part of the plan, but there's some good reindeer pajama rigs out there and some other interesting things. We also had a successful food drive. Food drive. So thank you for that. And thank you for your time. And wish everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Chief. Did anybody come with an ugly mask on? You know, like an ugly sweater?
There's
but
always a
an
few of
ugly
those. Always a few.
All right, okay, thank you, Chief. Stay safe. So with that, merry everything and happy always. And we wish everyone a very happy
Healthy.
2021.
Yep, absolutely.
Everybody then. Meeting
Happy
adjourned.
holidays, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, happy
Stay
holidays.
safe.
Yes, stay safe, everybody.
Happy holidays,
Happy
Merry
holiday-
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, everyone, for a great year.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to throw in, Sarah Previs has on here that they're offering free Zumba on Fridays and free yoga on Saturdays.
Yes, they are.
Go ahead on.
All those cookies that you eat over
That's
the
right. All the
holidays.
cookies that we're
There you
eating. That's
go.
right. It's our chance to help relieve that.